Hello, folks! This is the Sunday message from the Cathars. My name is Mina.
I'm Marina.
And we would like to take you up this mountain. It's to the Cathar castle, San Salvador.
It's in the north of Spain, the northeast, and is one of the most important castles of the Cathars.
Let's go. The immortals lived in this castle. Who were they? They were those of the highest rank in the great church of love. Those who conquered their earthly limitations, their earthly bodies, and those who overcame their weaknesses, their lower passions. And they only served. They had no ego. They lived for others. And they taught about the new kind God and the new solar humanity.
Yes, and that's why we want to take you with us and climb this mountain, because the Cathars, they achieve many things and they become immortals here on earth. And one of their practice was to be united, to be open heart with the good divinity, to have a dialogue with the good nature, with the good people, and also with the people who are not here anymore. But as immortals means that they are still alive, and that's why we ask their blessing to go up to their castles and to be revealed in our hearts and to have the strength that they had in the past to achieve the goals that we need to have here on earth.
We as Cathars possess the treasure of the immortals. They, through their martyrdom, they opened the heavenly gates for the knowledge and the treasure and the communication with kind God. And this cost them their lives. And even though they passed away, they left the earth, they keep these gates open for us. And this is why it's important that we are the inheritors of the immortals, so that they can pass us their treasure and we can pass it to humanity.
Yes, and that's why in our way up, we are like contemplating our inner. We are like asking this kind God to reveal in our inner what is the things that keep us away from the immortality, to reach immortality here on earth, to keep to be able to dialogue with the good divinities. And that's why also it's very like important for the Cathars as well, the Brotherhood, because many things that are going on in our inner, like thoughts, bad thoughts, like fears, many other things, when you say out loud, when you say your sister, your brother, please, can you hold my hand because I'm afraid of heights, half of that fear goes away. And that is amazing, how strong is the brotherhood. And that's why Cathars and immortals live together. And they were strong because this union between them.
Here lived 150 Cathar men and 150 Cathar women. And they were the Cathar fathers and mothers, as they were called by the pilgrims, because these came from different countries, from nations, other nations very far away, and they found in these kind people a father and a mother. This castle was a spiritual center, like all the Cathar castles, and the immortals taught the pilgrims who came from very different spiritualities. There were Christians, there were Muslims, there were Sufis, Kabbalists, Jews, and they built their castles on purpose on the tops of mountains, because at a height of beyond 500 meters, for the human being, it's much easier to leave behind their daily worries, the spheres of this earth, of this world, and enter the higher spheres, the heavenly spheres. We are now in the sanctuary of the castle, where the immortal fathers and mothers and the pilgrims celebrated their liturgy, where they raised the Grail. Because this was not an earthly school, that the earthly teachings, this was a heavenly university where they were taught, the pilgrims who came from so far, who were being healed and received consolation. They were taught about the kind God, the Father and Mother of pure love, the destiny of humanity, the true history of humanity, and that the soul returns to the Father and Mother of pure love in eternity.
Here is also a place of peace. When we reach the top, we can just be in silence, and you can touch this peace. You can feel it with all your senses, because this peace comes from the achievement that they did in the past. They don't answer evil with evil. They went to the fire when the Inquisition wants to burn them out, and they went on in peace. They didn't fight with evil. They went with love and be confident in this kind God. That's why when we stay here, we can feel this peace. It's a cultivate peace. It's a peace that they made, and it remains in this place. This is what we are supposed to do in this earth. We are supposed to live this earth in peace in order to others to feel this.
Why is this? It's because of their unearthly kindness that they had achieved through their serving, through their life, through their selfless kindness. And the Inquisition tried to destroy everything, but they cannot destroy the spirit of kindness. This spirit remains here among the ruins, in the rocks, in the flowers, in the trees, through their martyrdom, in spite of evil. So they were the real victors. They are the victors. What happened to this castle? In the 12th and 13th century, the Inquisition destroyed the Cathar castles in France and Spain because these centers, spiritual centers, were very popular with the people because they were for ordinary people, and they loved this school of spirituality. Many sick people found healing and consolation, and they preferred this spirituality to their religion. And so Rome felt that the Cathars were taking their bread away, and they decided to destroy the civilization of kind people. But in spite of that, the kindness, the spirit of selfless kindness is eternal. It cannot be destroyed. No one can destroy this spirit. And it is still here, among the ruins, in the rocks, in the flowers, trees, and in the bird song. And we invite you to come here to visit this castle. It's very special.
Yes, and to experience by yourself, because each person has their own revelation of the immortals. That's why it's very important to come here and to let them speak into your heart.
Bye, dear friends, from the height of San Salvador.